My tiny little YouTube studio is bursting at the seams with cool new tech and gadgets for 2022, some of it ranging from just $20 all the way up to $250. I also want to share with you a $50 Amazon voucher. All you have to do is leave a cheeky like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your favorite tech from this episode. Next time we do one of these episodes, I'll announce the winner there. Anyway, some of it I bought myself and some of it has been sent out to me, full disclosure, but I've discovered some really cool stuff this year. Take this for example, a 4K AI webcam with an ultra-modern minimalist design from a brand called Lumina. Now, Lumina have been shaking things up in the webcam market, bringing you DSLR-like quality to your desktop setup. It seems they've considered just about everything here, with little features like the magnetic webcam cover, the intuitive software, and even a complimentary one-to-one session to help you get it all set up. Now, that's customer service. Aside from the stunning design though, what really excited me the most was actually the size of it. Comparing this to my Logitech webcam, it just looks so sleek. I also like that I can be a little bit more free with where I place this thing. It has a super wide angle lens, so what I do is I use the software to crop into wherever I'm sitting or standing, and it all looks, well, pretty much normal. What's also impressed me is how it handles different lighting conditions without the loss of quality. My room, despite having lots of lights, is generally pretty dark as I have one small cottage style window. The Lumina camera just does such an excellent job of keeping me sharp, in focus, and balancing everything else around me. Now we have full control over pretty much everything from saturation to exposure and even the background blur. You can use this subtly to give it a high quality DSLR look, or go in heavy with it to hide your messy room. It's completely up to you. Honestly, this has to be the king of webcams. I've never tried anything like it, and to be honest with you, although it sports a slightly more mature design, I think this could be the perfect webcam for streaming as well. Now, speaking of cameras, I picked up this for just $20 or so from Amazon. This is the Dome 1 from Arete, and it's an indoor security camera with a whole host of features. It works with Alexa and Google Assistant. You can control it manually from the camera app. It also has automatic detection and a two-way microphone. Honestly, it's insane value for money. It's nothing special in terms of camera quality, but it does shoot at 1440p. The only drawback being it only has a 3 megapixel sensor. Mine even came with an SD card slot as well, which again, just unbelievable value for money. That is not something you see every day. This would be perfect if you've got kids or even a pet, but for me, it's just a peace of mind thing. I have the Nest doorbell and I feel so much safer just having cameras around. And well, this one is great. There's no subscriptions needed. It's a fairly quick plug and play type deal. There will be a link to this one if you want it down below. Now, if you're trying to build a bit more of a mature setup, brands like Lumina are a great place to start, but there's so many other brands out there. Take this for example. This is the pointer instrument from a brand called Lunar Artifacts, and it sent everyone on Facebook absolutely crazy when I posted pictures of my setup. Lunar Artifacts make arguably some of the most beautiful wireless mice on the market, using some of the most premium materials, including real leather and a brass base. I also love the attention to detail around the edges with their equestrian-inspired stitching. The mouse comes with 3 different ways to connect, including Bluetooth, a dongle, or USB Type-C. It even comes with standard QR charging, something not often seen on other wireless mice. Now, they also have a bunch of cool accessories to go with it, including this super sleek mouse pad, and they also have a wireless charger on the way, which just looks absolutely insane. And can I just say as well, you'd be really surprised with how good this thing feels in your hand. It's definitely a must-have in my opinion if you're looking for something a bit more unique for your setup. Anyway, mice and webcams aside for a second, what really makes my room cozy is the lighting choice. Now, certain colors have been proven to help with different things like focus, anxiety, and even stress, which is why I have tons of different light sources all around my room. I really do believe in it. The latest addition to my setup being the triangle wall panels from Cololight. Now, Cololight have bought us some affordable triangle wall panels, much like the Nanoleaf ones, but they come with a few extra features which I think make them the perfect value for money. Now, Cololight actually sent me these out, but I was so impressed with them that I went and purchased not just 1, but 2 extra boxes because I just think they're absolutely brilliant. I think Cololight got a pretty good deal there. The app is super simple to use, and actually I prefer it to the Nanoleaf app. I think it allows you to get stuck into choosing your light choice a lot quicker. There is also a physical control panel, so you don't always have to do things in the app if you don't want to. Each triangle has up to 6 connection points, so you can really get creative with how you want to configure these triangles, and you can probably find a really smart place to hide your controller if you don't want that on show as well. Perhaps my favorite Cololight product though is a new Cololight Mix, a completely unique lighting solution that we've not seen before from other bigger brands. The blend of colors of these is absolutely mesmerizing. They can also react to things like sound and even allow you to connect an audio jack so they'll ignore any ambient sound in your office, which again is something we've not seen on many other wall panels before. I genuinely love these things so much that I'm hoping to one day fill a whole wall with these things. So I think I'm going to stay pretty friendly with Cololight. Now perhaps the coolest little gadget of today's show, or big gadget I should say, is the Pixo 64 from a brand called Divoom. Now this is a pixel art display, as the name suggests. I usually use mine as a social media tracker to keep track of my YouTube subscribers, but you can set this up with anything like Twitch, Instagram, and much more. You can also use it as a smart clock as well, which tells you the weather amongst other things, or display some art from your favorite movies and games. The choices you get with this are absolutely awesome, and I'm just loving how unique this product is. A few other things to consider: you can wall mount it if you'd like to. I just have mine sat on my pegboard like so, and it can also be powered via USB Type-C, and they will include that in the rather fancy box for you. It's a really great piece of tech to break up your room a little bit, and it also has some cool practical use cases for you. You might have seen over on Instagram some of their other Pixel displays. It seems everybody and their mum has one in their setup. That's just how good they are. So I'll leave a link to their website down below so you can check out all their other products too. From big to small, this is more of a gadget for your office. This is the lava ball from Zenlet. It's a stunning decorative piece with a couple of practical use cases. So this is actually a real lava rock, and it's held together by magnets like so. And actually holding this in your hand, the weight, the texture, and even the smell, which I'll get onto in a bit, it actually helps relieve anxiety and stress throughout the day. It's a sort of posh fidget toy, if you like. I'm always holding on to this during the day. If you have this on its magnetic base, you can spin it around and rock it to and fro, which is pretty cool. But the coolest thing is you can add essential oils to it, and it acts as a sort of diffuser. This is the sort of thing that would go really nicely with the Lunar Artifacts pointer instrument and the Lumina Webcam to build that ultra mature, ultra modern desktop setup. Now to finish the show off, I want to throw something your way which is a little bit different but also absolutely mesmerizing, and I want to keep it in with that ultra mature modern theme we've been talking about. This is the Flight Royal Levitating light bulb, and the build quality of this thing is just absolutely insane. It is not what you might first think. It's just one of those products that everyone will be asking, what is that? It's not terribly bright, but it does add a little bit of life to your setup, as the light bulb will subtly spin around on its base. What's more is it's incredibly well built. The base is heavy and sturdy. It has some really nice braided cables that come with it as well, and a great selection of different base colors to fit your setup. This is the oak version, for example, and I think you can get walnut and a matte black version. It will also come with a guide to help you place the bulb. Flight say you should always use 2 hands when placing the bulb. It's a bit difficult on your first go, but eventually you'll get used to it and you'll be setting it up in no time. Now moving on, you can see a vast majority of the things featured today in action in my full desktop setup tour. You can just click the link in the top right hand corner now. For now though, I've been Alex, this has been Take It Easy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.